morning, Crossroads family, and our friends out there. I hope you all are doing well this morning. Welcome to the Daily Faith Builder. I want to talk to you briefly this morning about this important ministry of intercessory prayer, intercession. And especially during these times where we have more time at home and maybe even more time to spare, boy, we should really recover this ministry. This practice is really a spiritual discipline, so needful for the church, to just take time to lift up individual brothers and sisters, people that we know, and lift them up before the Lord, and just bless them, as ask God to move on their behalf. This is something that's lost in so much of the church today, but it's so critical. We see it practiced in the New Testament, and one passage I think of is in Ephesians chapter 6. And when Paul's talking about the armor of God, he goes through all the armor, and he ends this whole process of how we're going to stand firm in the Lord in time of a trial. And he ends, and I think that that's on purpose, with an emphasis on the importance of prayer. And he says, praying at all times in the Spirit with all prayer and supplication. And to that end, keep alert with all perseverance, making supplication for all of the saints, and also for me, that words may be given to me in the opening of my mouth boldly to proclaim the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in chains, that I may declare it boldly as I ought to speak. So just the power of intercession, Paul, and encouraging the church and all of us to keep lifting up our brothers and sisters, lift them before the Lord, intercede on their behalf. Now, I want to just share a little bit what Bonhoeffer has to say out of his book, Life Together, on this issue of intercession. He's got some amazing things to say that are actually very convicting for me, at least. But let me just read this. This, I think, is amazing. He says this: a Christian fellowship lives and exists by the intercession of its members for one another, or it collapses. I can no longer condemn or hate a brother or sister for whom I pray, no matter how much trouble he or she causes me. Wow, that is convicting to me. His face, that hereto may have been strange and intolerable to me, is transformed in intercession into the countenance of a brother or sister for whom Christ died, the face of a forgiven sinner. This is a happy discovery for the Christian who begins to pray for others. There is no dislike, no personal tension, no estrangement that cannot be overcome by intercession as far as our side of it is concerned. Intercessory prayer is the purifying bath into which the individual and the fellowship must enter every day. The struggle we undergo with our brother or sister in intercession may be a hard one, but that struggle has the promise that it will gain its goal. Wow. How does this happen? Intercession means no more than to bring our brother or sister into the presence of God, to see him under the cross of Christ as a poor human being and sinner in need of grace. Then everything in him that repels us falls away. We see him in all his destitution and need. His need and his sin become so heavy and oppressive that we feel them as our own, and we can do nothing else but pray for them. I hope that encourages you. I hope that convicts you like it does me. Church, let's pray for each other. Let's lift each other up. And I love what Bonhoeffer says here, that the Christian fellowship, the health of the church, it's dependent on if we're going to pray for each other. I even bet now, watching this, maybe God's put someone on your heart that you can intercede for today, especially during these times. God bless. Hope you have a great day.